Hello, my friend. My name is Dan Calder, and I want to make this quick, but I want to tell you a little bit about... This is actually one of the most excited I've been about making a video in a while, or making a video series, I should say, in a while, because this one, I just want to basically get you out of whatever pitfalls or holes or whatever you've been trapped in the network marketing industry, or the online business industry, okay? I mean, now, a lot of us has probably heard, and this is going to be a little daunting, but I just want you to stick with me for a second, okay? A lot of us have heard, or if you haven't heard, we got a 98% failure rate in online marketing, or the home business, or network marketing, or MLM, if you want to call it that. I don't deal with MLM, but you know, some people do. So, and this applies to every business, online or not, actually. Mostly online, obviously, but it's the same thing. Now, I just want to take you through some of the steps that basically, one of the things I want you to be encouraged about the 2% is, one, they're typically a lot of the same people, and they're definitely always doing a lot of the same things, okay? Now, when new people come into this 2%, and that keeps getting refreshed with new people, it's because they... You know what? At the end of the day, if you boil down at the end of the day what the 2% is doing, it's helping to knock this percentage down, this 98% down. And I know that didn't make much sense, but really, if you're really successful in this business, you're typically only going to be helping other people find success. Okay, now that just speaks to a theory of mine, and it's not just mine, but if you want to get what you want, basically what you need to do is help other people get what they want, and the rest will come in. Okay, getting money is usually a byproduct of what you do in this business. Okay, and helping people to figure stuff out is essentially what your business is. It's not your product. Okay. Now, a couple of things just to get into the nuts and bolts of this, and then I'll make this quick as I can. I do ramble. A lot of what people are doing right off the bat is the LCP right here. I mean, lead capture page. You may have heard of it as a squeeze page. Okay, it's the same thing. What the vast majority of people are doing is when they get excited about some opportunity. I don't care if you're selling soaps or juices or you know, there's plenty of energy drinks or all that stuff. And I'm not belittling it. It's just that's not what I do. But whatever it is you're selling, this is how you sell it. When you join, okay, you probably hopefully at least got some sort of sales page with some video, whatever got you excited or whatever it is. You're given some tools from your company, okay? And what you're given is a video and probably some sort of lead capture page. Now, what you're doing, the vast majority, what these 90% people that get burnt out and fail are doing, is they're sending their traffic, whatever they can come up with, okay? Even if hopefully you've even learned how to get some traffic, but whatever you come up with, you're sending it to the lead capture page of that company that they provided you. That's a big mistake. What the 2% are doing is sending it to their own lead capture page, okay? You're still selling the same product at the end of the day. Actually, this person's probably not selling much of the product at all, okay? A lot of this stuff is counterintuitive, maybe. You think, well, why? If I want to sell this, why don't I drive traffic to it and show them the deal? You are going to show them the deal, but that's not going to get them to join. It will do a percentage. Okay, you get about a 1%. If you just blindly throw traffic at your sale, you might get, you know, depending on how good it is, obviously, but you're going to be roughly in the 1 percentile. Now, if you scale that, you can still make an online, you know, you can still make an income, but there's a lot better ways of doing it. Okay. Now, another thing that you're doing, or maybe the company doesn't even give you this option, but you're not capturing your leads. Okay, one big trick of this whole industry is that the vast majority of your sales are not going to come on the first look at your opportunity. Okay, and if you didn't capture that lead and you aren't able to talk to them or communicate with them about anything else ever again, 99% of your business just washed right over the rocks as soon as you got that traffic. Okay, it's gone. Now, what the 2% are doing is capturing those leads. They're keeping them in for them. Now, another thing, if you may be lucky enough that your business does actually capture the leads, the vast majority of them are not even going to give you access to them. I mean, you'll be able to look at them, you know, but you can't really do anything with it, okay? And they're not your leads. And if they fold up, or you quit the business, or you move on, or they move on, or whatever happens, you're just out. You don't have that lead. They do, okay? Now, again, you're taking them to the sales video. This 98% is taking them right to the sales video. They send them to the page. That's what I touched on earlier. You don't want to do that. You want to give them some value. Help these people, okay? You want to give them ways to market. There's all sorts of things. This is going to take a while to cover, which is what we're going to cover later, okay? I can go really in-depth in this, and we will, okay? But let's just, for the sake of argument, and this should be a pretty easy one to prove, because is it working? If you're already frustrated, is that what you're doing? Is it working? It's not. I know it's not, or it's not working very well, okay? Now, another thing that people aren't doing is they have no hub for themselves. The only thing they have as a hub is a little square picture in whatever this sales page they might have gave you. Okay, that's it. You don't have any way of marketing anything else. You don't have a way of having any real estate online. So what the 2% are doing is we have a blog, okay? At least one blog. So you can communicate, so you have real estate, so that you have a place for people to come to, so you can sell your different products, so that every time that you produce something, it is there, okay? It's about, I don't know what time it is, my clock's turned around here, but it's roughly in the middle of the afternoon here on a Sunday. When I woke up at about 7 o'clock this morning, 7:30, when I woke up this morning, I already had 2 leads from my blog, okay? From articles I wrote, I don't even know when, I haven't researched that, but I looked at the links and they came from my blog, okay? That's overnight from a blog to a lead that's in my system, and we'll go into that later, but that's the kind of passive thing you want to be doing. That's something that a YouTube channel, if you're producing content with a blog or a YouTube channel, or both preferably, and linking them together also, there's other things we'll get into. But this is how you get passive leads, okay? This is how you establish authority. This is how you establish real estate. This is how you establish your foothold online, okay? And there's a number of other things to get into that. But I do want to make this quick. How many times have I said that? And one of the last things is your payment, okay, is at the will of the company. Now, be it one of those ridiculous get three plans, or whatever it is, you don't have control of your money. There may, even if you do that, you may have to reach a certain minimum of, you got to get $100, plus you probably have to be on some sort of ridiculous auto ship where you're doing $300 a month, and then you got to have customers under you that are doing, you know, I'm just throwing numbers out there, but $200 a month before you see your first dime. Okay, that's one way to go. That's not what we're doing, okay? This merchant account, I'm not going to get into it too much, but this basically just says you control your own money. When there's a sale made, it is in your hands immediately, okay? And then it's processed through fees, of course, but you get it all, okay? That's the whole point, is you are in control of your sales, of your money. And really, if you look at all of this, you don't want to be, and the reason that I'm even doing this series in the first place is because I'm trying to bring more marketers in. I do love doing this part, getting this number down, okay? Because I know if I show you how to do this, there's a chance. And, you know, let me tell you a story, because you might be wondering why I'm doing this before I get into this. When I first got online, you know, I went through the whole learning curve, and I did all this stuff, by the way, too. I mean, I did the hard knocks. There's 2 ways you learn things. And my penmanship is horrible. I apologize. And I don't know if you can read this. But in my 44 years, I'm going to be 44 in a week. In my 44 years, I've only learned things from 2 ways, mistakes and mentors. Okay, mentors can cut you down a lot of your learning curve. And that's what I want to do, okay, because I enjoy it, and I know there's a lot of reasons why, and I don't want to get too much into what drives me, but stuff like this drives me, if I could just leave it at that so I can get back into some more value for you. Okay, now, basically, you've got 4 C's of your income. But this is what creates income. There's all other things, millions of things that are going to distract you, okay? Be it Facebook, you know, somebody's going to come at you with an Amazon course, somebody's going to come at you with an eBay course, somebody's going to come at you with some other, you know, if they're tools, there's just so much that's going to distract you, okay? But you need to concentrate your time. Your time needs to be concentrated on one of these 4 things, okay? And these 4 things aren't even really very complicated. A lot of it's autopilot. A lot of it's something you set up and forget. And I'm going to get into each one of these. I'll touch on it a little bit because I want to wrap this video up and I want to get you into the video series so I can show you, I can break these down for you, okay? Completely and concisely, step by step, giving you real functioning methods, okay, of starting generating money, starting generating income, starting getting your leads, just getting your momentum going, okay? Now, the first thing you want to do is simple, and like I said, I'm going to do these really quick. Canvas. Now, this is essentially just canvas in the neighborhood. What is it that drives you? What it is you want to sell? There's a good likelihood, a really strong likelihood, you've already made this decision. Okay, you got in front of this video because you already got something you want to sell and you want to know how to sell it. That's all it is. I'm just saying, look around, see what it is that you get behind and are passionate about. Now, there's some factors that I'll go into in the video, like how do they pay you and will they pay you and how many loopholes do they make you jump through. I would say to consider that. But short of that, I'm not going to go into too much of that because, you know, you more than likely, and if you don't have something, I'm sure you can find something that drives you. There's no shortage of products or services out there. The whole point is to teach you how to do this once you've picked your, because once it's done, it doesn't matter what you plug in the front. Once you're actually doing this system the correct way, it doesn't matter what you plug in the front. It's going to come out, you're going to be one of the leaders in the industry or in that company, okay? Because everybody's doing it this way. You're not. You're going to do it this way, okay? So Canvas we already take care of. Now Create. Create's got a two-prong approach to it. One, you need to create your own lead capture page, okay, which I'll talk you through. This is very simple stuff, okay? And then you need to create traffic to that lead capture page, okay? Now, there's a lot of you, there's a good chance that this is what's frustrated you right here. Maybe, and there's a good chance you weren't doing making your own lead capture page, but that's not complicated, okay? And creating the traffic. Guys, there's no shortage of ways to get traffic, okay? I'll give you a free Craigslist course. As soon as you get on my list, I think I've got that set up to give you a free $97 Craigslist course. It'll get you national. They get you at least like 5 to 15 leads a day, okay? What the point is what you do with them once you get them. But that's just a short thing, okay? Craigslist, I mean, you got Facebook dark posts has got a huge thing right now, and I'll share there's some really exciting stuff coming out of that. You've got banner ads, you've got classified ads, you've got your article marketing, your video marketing, there PPC, your SEO, which ties into your blog and videos. There's no shortage. My point is there's no shortage of ways to get traffic. Okay, there's no shortage of them. You just need to pick one, find somebody to talk you through it, and compartmentalize these. Okay, don't get confused about how, oh my God, I gotta get traffic, I gotta convert it before I go on. Okay, capture. Again, like I said, this stuff all ties in, and even though it's 4 separate things, it's all pretty much the same thing. Capture your leads. You're capturing your leads from that company? Probably not. You probably don't have any control over them. If you're capturing them from your own, one, this is a two-pronged approach. One, you have a better lead capture page. People can talk you through that, how to get a better lead capture page, okay? 2, you're going to differentiate yourself from everybody else that's selling that same thing that you're selling. 3, you're going to own the lead to be able to follow up with marketing. That's why you capture the lead, if you didn't know that. And the last thing is convert. And I'm going to get into that. It's a lot about showing value, and I know this is probably the money thing. These are all equally important facets. But I imagine a lot of you are probably excited about how you find out to convert them. And there are some tips and tricks, and you're definitely not doing it the way these people are doing it, okay? That's it, okay? Now listen, I want to just have you fill out the form that's also on this website. I'm going to go through these each step by step. I'm going to give you very functioning, very detailed, very specific strategies to go. And this is about you selling your business, okay? Just whatever it is you're trying to do. I want to make you a better marketer. And this 4-part series is going to do that for you. It's going to do that for you. It's going to differentiate yourself from this 98%. And before I leave you, the thing that kicks people most of the time is they give up right before they break through, okay? There's no shortage of people. Okay, there's a shortage of people. But you found at least one person that's going to teach you some of this stuff, okay? So you at least got to this point before you gave up, okay? You're in a good position. Don't give up. This stuff is doable. This stuff is explainable, and I'm going to do it all on the other side of this form. So just take some action, okay? I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.